Well, howdy, folks. Happy Friday to you guys. Hello there in the chat. What's up? Um, Happy Friday. Another day, another doodle. Okay, Heroic Monster. Here's the thing, though, bro. You can't put the character until I go live. So now I'm live. So first come, first serve. So have at it. Yes. So if you're new to this, guys, Fan Art Friday is where I draw art for you, the fan. Be the first to comment with your character, but it's got to be when I'm live. And I just ask that you pay shipping. I'll draw it live here on the stream. Ripclaw, Nikki Harris, first up. Sorry, Heroic Monster. Next time. Ripclaw, it is. All right. So those are the rules. I just ask that you pay shipping. I will draw it live here on stream for your viewing pleasure. And you don't even have to hang around. You can just collect. I just need your information. My PayPal info is in the description. So if you want to send typically $4, if you're out of the States, just let me know. We'll figure that one out. But yeah, happy Friday to you guys. Hope all is well. Let me switch my camera over. We will get going, and I'll show you what I picked up today from the printer. All right. Hold on one second here. Boom, boom. All right, let's see how that works. That looks pretty good. Nikki Harris says, now you can do his. I'll try again next week. Well, here's the thing. We need to be fair to everyone, and we also need to set the rules to make sure that the rules are set. So that way, because I will schedule these in advance. It's all good, man. I've never been on one live. Do your thing. Yeah. So let's set the rule now. It's got to be when I do go live. To do the comment and to put your character in the comment section. Just so going forward, everybody's on the same page, and that way nobody can, because if I'm scheduled like 30 minutes out in advance and someone just shows up and puts a comment in with a character, I'd rather have it be when it is live, and then it's just kind of all out, whoever comments first. I'd rather do it that way. So no offense, Heroic Monster. Thank you for being there. Thank you for backing my book. And I did get your name in the thank you section as well for backing Shadow Sentry. So I got you in there before I went to print. So awesome, man. So hopefully next time. But yes, sir. So this week we will do Ripclaw, and Nikki Harris will get his done. So I hope that's cool. Hope you guys don't mind. But I think it'll be better just to set the rules, and that way, there's no confusion going forward. But here is what I picked up this morning from the printer. So this is the stretch goal poster for the Shadow Sentry. So it's the promo art, the very first pinup I did of the Shadow Sentry. So this will be a fold-up poster in with everybody's book for the stretch goal. So there you have it. So this is actually the proof. He's going to print me out about 500 of these, and these will be going in all the books. But looks good, feels good, and we'll be all set on that. So I've also sent out all the metal prints that I need to have ordered. So those are in process. Those are in process. So I still have to finish up the trading cards, and that is the last piece of the stretch goals that I need. So as long as I get those before print. This is a commission I'm working on for a guy, little Hawkeye, and this is Mockingbird. And they're going to be fighting beekeepers from AIM. So that's what I'm working on. Let me And then here's another page rough I did for Samson, book 3. So you take a look at that. Let me turn my computer screen a little more towards me so I can see you guys, what you're chatting about. Regular man in the house, what's up? Nighthawk is here. I'm doing good, Nighthawk. Thanks for asking, my friend. Doing well, doing well. Got my posters. Regular man, how are you? Saws H Monster. Don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Sorry, something heroic monster. All right. Good deal. So let's get pumping. A little bit of Ripclaw. Yeah. A little bit of 90s action. Love it. Nikki, were you was it you that had like all these ideas? And I was like, dude, if you get your character in there, or if you get on, you're not even gonna know what to choose. Was that you, or was that the other guy? That might have been Kubo Troll. But let me see here. Let me pull out. I've got this handy. Boom. There's Ripclaw. If you guys aren't familiar with the dude, there he is. So that's his very first appearance. If you look at him now, he's got a lot different look going. But Nikki, do you want the classic, or do you want more of the new look he's got going on? He's such a cool looking character. I love him. I love any character with claws. Love Warblade, Wolverine. There's some Ripclaw going on. Boom! Edwin in the house. What's going on, Edwin the Ace? Hell, peeps. Yeah, a few weeks back. Yeah. Today we're drawing Ripclaw. How is the Shadow Sentry comic? Glad you asked. I will get that going on. The classic, please. You got it, man. Love me some Ripclaw. All right. Paper is over here. Nope, not that one. Give me the paper. All right. Love Silvestri. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. I like his new look too, or his new look. I do like Ripclaw's new look, but I love the new style that Mark Silvestri's got going on. It's very, very awesome, very interesting. So Shadow Sentry, glad you asked, Nighthawk. So the books went to print yesterday. So I got them proofed Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. Actually, Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday, for some reason, I didn't get anything from my guy, but they did go out, so they are at the printer. So I'm just waiting on an exact time frame. Longest they would be is 5 weeks, so I'm hoping it's sooner than that. But as soon as I hear something, I will post an update for all the backers. So exciting. Glad that they're out. Glad that they're in process. And yeah, it's good to know they're out and getting going. All right. Thank you for sharing the stream, Nighthawk. Appreciate you, man. Ripclaw is going to be epic. Of course. It's friggin' Ripclaw. All right. This is such a cool pose. Love that. Love that. Just got to think of how I'm going to do this, y'all. Kevin by Jordan Raskin and Kevin Allen. That's cool. Very Quesada-esque. Killraiser. There's another dude with claws. He's not as cool though as Ripclaw. He's cool though. All right. Ripclaw. I think he should be ripping something. Make some more room over here. He should be shredding something up. I should do a sweet. Let me think here. Don't want his leg going off the page, but he's stretched out and he's clawing the crap out of something. I'm going to offset it with a bunch of, with whatever he's slicing and dicing. So that clawed hand here. How's that showing up? Yeah, you can kind of see that. All right, all right. Roscoe Davis in the house. What's up, bro? Hope all is well. Hey, yo. Very good. Awesome. Boom, boom, boom. How have you been, Roscoe? Roscoe in the house. How everybody? 5 people watching. 6 likes. Awesome. Couldn't ask for more than that. Thank you, guys. All right. Dun, 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 dun. So his leg will be going off the page, but that's okay. For this one, I'm going all out. I'm going to add some other stuff going on. Maybe another character. Whatever he is chopping, slicing, and dicing will be on there. Can I get a... draw his face. My kids are outside playing today. They're being a little loud, so hopefully, as long as they don't migrate over towards my window, we're good. They can be pretty loud. My daughter celebrated her 9th birthday yesterday. So that was fun. We just killed the cake this afternoon. It was basically my lunch. That's all I ate. But it was good. All right, so let's see here. Let me get all this correct. And then the debris, the casualty of war over here. So I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw one of those robots with the weird eyes. And he's just clawing out his chest. And I think, if I remember correctly, they look like that or some junk. And he's just ripping open his chest. And then maybe do some bunch of dead robots on the ground. Something like that. He's a warrior. He's just trashed a whole army of robots. Happy birthday to the little lady. Thank you, thank you. Just been busy. Life with a baby at Nighthawk Warrior Comics. Don't get to get in the streams as much. And I know how that is. Hope you are well. Hope you are doing well, Roscoe. Hope all is well. How old is your baby? Our baby girl is almost 10 months now. We'll be celebrating her birthday in March. No, March? Yeah, March. All right, let me. So this be like that. And let's see, he's got his straps. A little switch it. Those guys, let's see. Okay, so red up to the shoulder, and then you won't see these too much, but he's got that. And does he have ones on the side too? Let me see here. This is the trade of the first. Is it 5 or 4? I want to say 4 issues of Cyberforce, but love this story. All right, so so it looks like he does have some of those things on the side. Yeah, he does. Where's he at again? He shows up over here. Yeah, so he's. You can see those other little things peeking off on the side. Yep, he's got those things there. Okay. Make sure I do it right. Got to do it right. All right, so that will be red. And then like this. Something like that. Belt. And the rest would be red. All right. Anytime you guys ask for any 90s characters, I'm going to be super stoked. So, but it's not about me. You ask whatever you want, I will draw it. But just know I love 90s characters. All right, so robot. Draw his other arm over here. Pieces flying everywhere. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Done with the rough. Let's see. Other shoulder down over. All right. Ding, 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 ding. All right, there we have it, folks. Ripclaw action coming at you. His hair turns green. Who are we talking about? Got the same trade, found it on eBay. Nice. I actually went to the comic book shop today. I had a pull list that's been growing, and I was walking around and looking at the racks, and they had this on the rack. This old school trade right here. So hopefully didn't pay too much for it. Does Ripclaw turn green hair when he's human? I don't think so. Although, to be honest, I don't think he turns human. And he is Native American, so I would say no. You might be thinking of Ripclaw. His hair is like always green. I've seen him in like, you know, plain clothes and his hair is green. So maybe you're thinking of Ripclaw. I don't know. Boom, boom, boom. And if it is, I've never seen it that way. That might be something new. Maybe I haven't seen, but who knows? All right, so since the robot is in the foreground, I'm going to do him first. So let me go ahead and do this, y'all. But there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes with Shadow Sentry that I wish I could tell y'all about, but I want to keep it on the DL till book 1 is out, and then I could share more stuff with you. And I've got new art. I've actually got the cover done and colored for book 2 already, but I don't want to show it yet. I'm sorry. I don't want to show it yet. And so that's exciting. So it's hard to not show, but I want to be disciplined and save it and save it. So don't be mad at me. I probably shouldn't even say anything. Sorry for teasing you. But it's going to be awesome. It'll be epic. It's a tribute cover. That's all I'm going to say. And yeah, other than that, working on Samson. And yeah. Last week's Fan Art Friday art went out of the Canadian Shield. That is mailed. And Cross Comics, he got that one, and he is in Canada, so shipping was a little bit more on that one, but not too much. It was under $10, so that was good. All right. What's going on in the chat? Ripclaw had black hair. Warblade had green. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Eric Natalski, you still doing that video tutorial at some point for shading? No rush, of course, but just wondering. I do want to do it. So just be patient. It'll come. I need to do some I want to do some prep work, and I want to do it right. I'd like to show you some different styles of going about doing the shading. You know, because there's no right way or wrong way. It's whatever works for you, whatever you like doing. So I want to have some stuff to show you guys when I do it. So but I do plan on doing it. So thank you for the idea, but I am going to do it. And I wanted to do something yesterday, but being my daughter's birthday, we just had a lot going on, so couldn't really do it yesterday. But we got Jeremy in the house. What's up, man? Welcome, Jeremy. And thank you for clarifying that. Yes, indeed. Oh, I love that picture. Snap! Joe Mad. I love his Wolverine. I think he's got like one of the best Wolverines. He draws the best Wolverine. Oh, so good. Love it. Nikki is in the UK. Boom, 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 boom. Send it out sooner or put it in with my Shadow Sentry. I'm in the UK, so obviously let me know what you want for shipping, and we're good. Good question. Let me think about it. And we could chat. And we'll talk about it. We'll see what works best. As long as you don't mind waiting, I can just send it with your book. But we could talk about it. My style fits the 90s characters. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. So I'm geeking out. This is fun. I love this. Dun, 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 dun. I love the just the super cool warrior characters. They're fun. Like a Wolverine, Ripclaw, just like, I'm gonna kill you, sucker. Just awesome. All right. Grab my ruler. Don't need that. Stay down there. Just draw some motion lines. Girl. And I'm gonna vary the thick and thin of these, all the debris. It's good to vary the line weight. So if everything's the same line weight, kind of doesn't look as cool as if you vary it. So some of this will be nice and thick. Some of it's going to be nice and thin. And kind of balances it out and let your eye just flow around it. If it's all just one thickness, it's not quite as dynamic, or just works better when you vary it. So anyway, dun, dun, dun. What else? Yeah, I'm gonna draw like little nuts and bolts, but I'm gonna wait till I get to my smaller pen. Where am I gonna go? Let me go with my brush. I'm gonna do my holding lines for this bad boy. And since it's a 90s character, lots of inkers used a brush, so I think it'll be appropriate. And I think on the first issue, maybe the first two issues, I think Silvestri inked himself on his Cyberforce run, and then I think issue 3, Scott Williams inked him, and I kind of preferred Silvestri inking himself, because Williams inks are very clean and very like precise, but I kind of like the gritty, like kind of darker look of Silvestri's lines on his characters. Plus, they're his characters, so it's just kind of, I don't know, I liked it better. But Silvestri is the only guy I like to see inking Jim Lee. There's only a few that have inked Jim Lee that I'm like, yeah, okay, you're okay, but nobody beats Scott Williams, man. What I miss? Eric, how many issues do you have planned for Shadow Sentry? Planned, I have, gosh, maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6. It's an ongoing series, so obviously after that it's infinite. But you know, as far as ideas and things, I have, you know, probably 4, 5, 6, maybe more. But you know, I can go that far. Cross Comics in the house. What's up, man? Thanks for joining again. Who knows Law Dog? I don't know Law Dog. Kind of sounds familiar, but not really. Another 90s one, Marvel owned but published under a smaller publisher. Only came across it recently. Looked fun. I guess DC Future State has its own Justice League this week with the new Teen Titans. Into book 1. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna. I might pick up 1 or 2 Future State books. I don't know. I'm not really into it, to be honest. But I think Pope Fire said that she was enjoying it. So we'll see. I picked up the Batman Catwoman issue number 2, 3. I don't know. But I'm adding X-Men Legends to my pull list. The Brett Booth X-Men run and Fabian Nicieza, I'm saying that right, comes out in February, so I added that to my pull list. That looks awesome. Going back to a 90s look, I can dig it. So I will be checking that out. Got some Spawn. And what else? I got Sean Gordon Murphy's new Harley Quinn book. He's already 3 issues into that. I didn't even know about that, so I picked up that. And what else? I don't know. That might be it. But I like Clayman's work, so I picked up the Batman Catwoman comic. We'll see how that is. All right. Now to draw his flowing locks. All right. Gotta use a brush on the hair, especially black hair. Brush for the hair looks good. All right, I gotta take off my jacket. It was super cold in here. Now it's warming up. So, oy. Never heard of Ripclaw. What? Cross Comics. I'm drawing Ripclaw. He's from Mark Silvestri's Cyberforce, his book that he launched after Image started. That was his main book. From Top Cow. Well, it wasn't always Top Cow. That came later. But yeah. But here, I'll show you this. This is the trade of the Cyberforce. I think it collects 1 through 4. Let me see here. Issue 4. Yeah, I think a lot of them did like 4-issue little miniseries. Youngblood, I think, had 5 issues for his, but Silvestri had some awesome covers. There's one of them. I loved his covers on his initial run. But there he is. Ripclaw. Bam! That's a sweet double page spread right there. Heck yeah. Yup. Yeah, so this is Silvestri, inking Silvestri. And I think it looks pretty dang good. Okay, so Dan Finosian inked issue 3, Scott Williams inked issue 4. And then Silvestri did the first 2 by himself. But yeah, I dig it. Mother May I. Sideblade, Heatwave. There's Impact in the background there. He inspired Cogent for my book. His look. I dig me some Cogent. Okay, so that is Cyberforce. Let's go. Yeah, so a lot of these characters that you know, Jim Lee and Silvestri created, you obviously saw their influences from like Marvel characters and stuff, but I didn't care. I thought a lot of what these guys were doing with the Wildcats, Cyberforce, I loved it. I loved it. Let's see. Okay, so this is not. So this is red. Okay, let me. All right, I'm gonna use a different thing on that. Okay, let me do his face. Go with the 3. There we go. All right. Now his little, got these black marks on his face here. That is our neighbor dog who loves to bark. loves to bark at us. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Let me draw these lines, y'all. Probably love, well, not love, but you know, if I had my choice, I'd probably go with probably go with Warblade. I dig the fact that Warblade can kind of create any type of blade with his power, his ability. Ripclaw is cool, but if I had my pick, if I'm going into battle, probably going to go with Warblade. All right, that claw is done. So Warblade is Jim Lee's character from the Wildcats, if you're not familiar. But very similar, but you know, different as well. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Let's see here. Grab my 5. Scooch over here. Make sure I'm centered. Draw. This is going to be like reflected light fading out. This is all red. So since it's a different material, I'm going to go dark and really show the light coming over here. And kind of add this over here. Feather that. A little bit more over here. Just a little bit. Here we go. Right. Gotta figure out the lighting there. All right. Let me head over to the chat. What I miss here? Kingdom Comics. I'm actually reading the Canadian Shield issue 1 while I watch Eric draw. How cool is that? Sweet. And the Canadian Shield is actually Native American. What do you know? So is Ripclaw here. Isn't he a really serious guy? Clayman always comes across that way in interviews. Bought some work off him at a con once. He didn't smile, and his assistant talked for him. Was a bit weird. That is weird. I've never met him. That does seem kind of weird and funny. But hey, to each his own. Maybe he was having a bad day. I don't know. Doing really well. I did a 2-hour political rant and comic update last night if anyone wants to check it out. All right. The Darkness and Witchblade are getting crowdfunded books. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. I dig The Darkness. I dig. It's cool. Dun, dun, dun. See what else I missed. Pretty sure I saw Sylvester tweet that a while back. Yeah, hopefully crowdfunding doesn't get overrun by everybody trying to do a crowdfunded book. Make sure to get the coloring book on Indiegogo right now, and hopefully soon after being done with that, I'll be doing Canadian Shield #2 and Snowdrift #1 campaign together. All right, cool. In Cross Comics, I gotta chat with you. Let's set up a time for you to come on. We'll do a little promo for your coloring book. Eric, what gave you the idea for Fan Art Fridays? I don't know. I just I thought it'd be fun. Yeah, kind of, you know, just do something to give something back to you guys. Because if I'm gonna sit here and draw, I might as well draw something and make it more fun, you know, more enjoyable for you guys, and then you get some artwork. I thought it'd be a good idea. I did see that somebody else does something similar, but I don't think they give away the art. I think they just do, you know, they draw stuff on Fridays. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give stuff away. Of a discount Wolverine, that's funny. Grifter's gonna appear in feature state. Blah, 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 blah. Reminds me of a discount Wolverine. That's funny. But then didn't Wolverine just copy DC's Timberwolf anyway? He predated him. The look anyway. Send me a DM. Sure will. All right. Yeah, you know, when you realize that really there's nothing, you know, every idea comes from something else, and it's like, you know, there's not that many original ideas anymore. You know, you kind of have to make peace with that, and not be I don't know what's the word, but you know, like my characters in Shadow Sentry, they're not super duper original. They come from something else, and doesn't mean you can't enjoy them or can't like them. But you know, you do your best to package it in a new way and make something new out of it. That's what we do as creators. But as the wise Solomon reminds us, there ain't nothing new under the sun. So once you come to peace with that, you know, it becomes a little easier to accept the discount Wolverine here, Ripclaw, and all the other characters that seem to be derivative from the X-Men. It happens, you know. It happens. But like I said, I dug all the awesome Image comics and different titles they came out with. Yes, sir. I loved it. The Pit. It's like a alien Hulk. But you know, all those creators, man, they played to their strengths. Dale Keown is a freaking master at drawing huge muscles, and so why wouldn't he do a hulkish like character? You gotta play to your strengths. And but I love The Pit. I thought it was a great book too. You know, and even if you like seeing awesome artwork, I mean, shoot, you could enjoy some Pit, even if you think it's a ripoff of the Hulk. What would I got whited out there? All right, let me add some. Going in with the big thick marker here now. Kingdom Comics. Eric, you rock, man. Love your style. Hope you have lots of success. Maybe at some point in the future you can do an alternative cover for one of my comics. I'll pay you good money. Well, shoot. I like money. Money is cool. Yeah, man. Let me know. Kingdom Comics. Is your comic book done with letters yet, or artwork? I heard Rob Liefeld had just celebrated Deadpool's 30th anniversary. What's the update on Rob's crowdfunding book? Because I heard he had one and still not done yet. I'll be doing regular updates again. I know I disappeared for a couple weeks, but it's almost ready to launch on Indiegogo. Just finished up page 5. Awesome. And Kingdom Comics, I will extend the invitation to you too. If anybody has a project that they want to come on and promote, let's do it. Just shoot me a DM. We'll set up a time, and we will have you on and do some promotion. Streams are always easier, I feel, like when you have someone else on and you chat. And let's talk about a book while we're at it. Let's chat about cool projects. Promote some awesome artwork. So that way, people can see what you're working on, and they can back it, support it. All right, let's see here. Now, typically, the tricep would be relaxed, but it looks cooler when it's flexed. So he's got a flexed tricep here. And let me go with a nice little 90s flash of light here, reflecting off of his huge, enormous tricep. It should be relaxed, but it's flexed. And do some sweet hatching. 90s is all about the hatching, man. The hatching and the cool feathering. Gots to love it. Everything was so dynamic and so just amped up to like 10,000% for 90s comics. I think that's why they were friggin' awesome, in my humble opinion. So, I mean, I think I kind of dial it down a little bit when it comes to my doing of the 90s look, but and then I look at some old artwork like Cyberforce, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I should amp it up to like 20,000%, man. That is what made the comics awesome. Dynamic, action out the wazoo, explosive, huge double-page spreads. It was just a great time. And that's why I enjoy 90s comics. And still do. Still read them. Still pick them up. In fact, I probably read more 90s comics than I do modern-day comics. But you could probably already guess that. But if not, now you know. I go back and read old stuff. Old Wildcats. Cyberforce, I revisit periodically. Gen 13. What else? The Pit, which I should revisit more often. But Dale Keown's inks, man, oh my gosh, they're beautiful. So, Rob Willis has a kind of like a Dale Keown, Stephen Platt kind of look to his art. If you're familiar with his stuff, he's doing what's it called? Sasquatch. No, it's Sasquatchahana. No, it's the Demon Sasquatch. No, what the heck is it? I forget now. Anywho, he's got a sweet style. Very 90s-esque as well, which I appreciate. Dun, 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 dun. Heroic Monster. What I miss? Are you using Discord or something too? Was that for me, Nikki? You were answering a few questions. I was unable to see that's all unless I'm going mad. Or the chat was lagging. Eric. Nikki, you're not mad. Haha, thanks. What did I miss? Eric, would you please sign it and whack to Nikki on there at the end, please. You got it. To Nikki, no problem. I could do better than that. I will sign it for you. Heroic Monster, what was your first comic? I'm going to assume that was for me as well. Just if you guys are chatting amongst yourselves, if you have a question for me, just do at Eric, and that way I just know you're referring to me. But my first comic was Hand of the Morning Star. Let's see here. Oy. I have, so these are, this is the very first book I did. These are like Manga America kind of style. They're real small books. So this is book volume 3 of an 8-volume series, and Mike Miller did the first 2, and I did this one. So this is my first book right here. Look at that face. It's like, it's all right. A lot of upshots here. There. Oh man, there's this one scene. He's like walking on a beach, and he finds this little girl. And he's like talking to her, and I drew the little girl looking up at him, and I mean, it was like hilarious how horrible it was. My wife still cracks up about that. I probably saved it somewhere because it was so bad. But yeah. So this is me drawing stuff for the first time in a real comic, and so this was great, like practice, or just yeah. I mean, it helped me kind of work out all the kinks, and I was doing a little bit different style. Doing the books after Mike Miller was like, okay, I want to match his style a little bit. So he taught me a lot about structure and really helped me kind of get better at that. So anywho, so this was my first published work right there, Hand of the Morning Star. So yeah, it ended up being almost 1,000 pages of art that I drew for that series. So I mean, it was, and I was trying to do like 2 pages a day, just because the volumes themselves were 150 pages. So I got a lot of work under my belt doing that project, which is cool. So yeah. I have 7 issues of that. Nice. Eric, Mr. Burner, great guy. I don't know him personally, but he was good enough to have some email conversations with me. Nice. Cool. Yeah. Brett is a nice guy. So when I first moved to La Mesa, so I'm from New Jersey originally. I got married, moved out here to California. My wife is from California, and we moved to La Mesa, and Alias Comics was just starting, and Brett and Mike Miller were starting that up. So I walked in there and was looking for some work, and I got an internship there, and Mike took me under his belt and helped me grow as an artist, and that's kind of how I landed that work, because I was doing an internship there, and after Mike was done with the book, they handed it over to me. So that worked out pretty good. Yeah. So, but yep. And Brett still does like publishing and printing and stuff on the side. He does some other stuff as well. But he's actually helping me print the first issue of the Shadow Sentry. So I decided to go with him. He helped print the Meg and all those, the Six Gun Samurai and the books that Mike did for that campaign. So I kind of got an idea of the quality and everything. So, and since I know Brett, I ended up going with him for this first book. So just so you know, add some hair. Sorry if this is out of frame. And he's a hairy dude, I believe. I think he's a hairy dude. I don't know if his chest is hairy. Is his chest hairy? Yeah, he's got hair all over. Kind of like Wolverine. Boom, 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 boom. And guys, this is episode 10. So that's exciting. So 10 episodes in. Very cool, very cool. Thank you guys for joining. Appreciate it. And slowly but surely gaining more subs, so that's cool. And yeah. Hopefully I can get back to some other days of streaming. It's just been crazy getting the book ready for print, so I think I can throw another day in there during the week, do some art and stuff, tutorials, and Nighthawk wants to see how to shade some characters, so if I can, I will throw that in the mix. And yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Bet that felt good having your work first published. Heck yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. Plus, so those books, they were published in conjunction with Zondervan, who is like a huge, major Christian publisher. So they were in like all the Christian bookstores at the time. So that was like super cool, very rad. So yeah, that kind of added to it for sure. Yeah, there's nothing like having, doing all the work and then you actually hold the book in your hand. So I'm about to feel that vibe again once I get Shadow Sentry in. That's going to be amazing. So really looking forward to that. But there's nothing quite like holding it in your hand. For show. I don't know why, but it's just like now it's real. Not like it wasn't before, but then it's like, oh my gosh, like this is it. So very cool. Alright, let me go in, add these little things here. I should draw some shreds. Oh yeah, I picked up this marker to do something with it, and then I didn't quite do as much as I was thinking I would. All right, 1 second. I need this guy. Ha ha ha. Come on, get under there. To create light, you need darkness when drawing. So you need some thick blacks, and kind of gives you the impression that it's exploding a bit, which is what I'm going for. So that works. Nice big cast shadows. Can darken his leg down here as well. Dun, 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 dun. And then back leg of the robot will be back here. Other leg here. Something like that. And then thick blacks here. All right, here. Lots of, in the 90s comics, there was lots of, I guess you would call it like reflected light. Like every time they draw a leg, they have this little thin line of like, you know, that the artist, that the penciler is not making full black. So you have all these lines, like look at that leg. There's like all these lines of extra like light that the colors can use to color that leg. I don't know if you can see that there. But it's not just like, oh, he drew the muscle. It's like extra lines, and then you can see where the colorist is kind of coloring those, that like reflected light. So it kind of, again, it amps it up here again on her leg. You know, he's not going full black. You have the reflected light on the inside and the outside. That's kind of typical of 90s art. Lots of lovely flaring biceps, and see like on the leg, it's like that they leave that little extra sliver where you can throw in some light. And down there, and that light, I mean, the colorist on these books, Joe Chiodo, I believe is how you say it, amazing colorist, and his coloring looks a lot different from this versus the Wildcats, which he also colored, which I prefer, but you can just kind of see like lots and lots of reflected light, and it's something that I'm finding now, like when I get guys to color my work, they don't take advantage of this like I'd want them to, because I mean, by doing that, you're adding so much more volume to the object. You know what I mean? The leg looks bigger, thicker, and more three-dimensional when you're casting that light up on it and all that stuff. So I love how Silvestri draws kneecaps too. Really cool. But so I'm having the Shadow Sentry colored. It's my one colorist, like he didn't really color like this. So I'd kind of have to go in and change some stuff and throw on the reflected light that I want. So anyway, it's a dying heart. I'm trying to revive it, man. So anyway, tangent over. But so that's why. Now sometimes I do full black all the way to the edge, but I try and I like the way that reflected light looks, and just how it kind of like it creates a lot more dimension for me anyway. That's my opinion on it. But so anyway, if you're wondering why I do what I do, that's why I do it. Let me check the chat. What y'all saying in here? Dun, 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 dun. Tank Ferret up in the house. What's up, man? Welcome. It's been a while. Howdy. Question: the SS logo you designed, will it appear on their outfits? Not at first, because I designed it after the fact. But and two, I think trying to think, their outfits don't really. I mean, I could put it on like the belt buckle and stuff. But yeah, I didn't really design them in the beginning with the logo on there. So it's probably something I'll implement down the road. But for now, it's just kind of, that's the symbol, and it'll make more appearances as we go forward. Heroic Monster, Eric, trying to get there as well. Our book is illustrated, but not full-blown comic. Yes. Is Shadow Sentry perfect bound? I can't remember. So what I did was I had the perfect binding a stretch goal at 30,000, so we didn't get there. So yeah, maybe in the future we will see. You will see. Bop, 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 bop. Tank, the house. Welcome, welcome. Nick and Greg down. I see you've been playing a lot of that one video game on your channel. Yeah, it's been fun playing Skyrim with over 250 mods. Nice. Skyrim. Is that the one with the like the little dragons and stuff? I'm trying to remember which one Skyrim is. I'm probably way off. I'm not too up on the video games. I apologize. 12 like now, and it's been 1 hour for the stream. Wow, cool. Heck yeah. I just sent you a message in Discord. Valhalla is my favorite. Nice. Oh, Valhalla is my latest game. Nice. Good deal. Yeah, I don't play video games. If I did, I wouldn't get any work done. Trust me. And it feels like I don't get enough work done as it is, so I don't do video games. My wife won't let me. Bless her soul. If she did, I'd be in trouble. And you wouldn't be getting Shadow Sentry. You might get it, but it'd be like years and years and years away. So that's why I dedicated the book to my wife. Because without her help, it would not get done. Let's be honest. Dun, 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 dun. She doesn't know yet, but when you first open the book, you're going to see a little dedication to my wife. So excited for her to see her face when she sees that. It'll be fun. All right. So, Nikki, what I'll do is I'll add some stuff here on the bottom after the stream before I ship it out to you, and we'll talk about. I could just hold it for you until I ship out Shadow Sentry. So as long as you don't mind waiting, my friend, I don't mind shipping out with your book, because I'm sure I'm going to need a bigger package anyway. So we could do that. So. Get rid of this. All right. And then let me go here. So, Nighthawk, about the shading stuff, I'm always keeping in my mind where the light is coming from. So, how is the light shining? And then that's kind of how I determine how it's casting the shadows and stuff. But it's important to know, muscles and anatomy and all that stuff, so you can kind of have an idea of how the shadow is cast. But that's basically what I'm thinking in my head. So that's kind of like the first step. It's hard to, if you don't know anatomy that well, it's kind of hard to figure out, okay, what kind of shadow is it casting and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get into that. I will do a video on that. All right, Ripclaw is kind of done, and I hope that was in frame. Gosh, I gotta get used to this new setup. Being in my closet again, it kind of creates a different environment here with my setup with the camera and everything. Before I actually had my gooseneck connected to my what's it called? It's called a bookshelf. I had it on my bookshelf, and then it kind of came down and over. But this one is attached to my desk, my computer desk next to me, and so it's kind of a little different. I just got to figure out. I should draw like a box, like this is where you stay. I keep moving over in this direction, but anyway, I'll get the hang of it. Okay, so that is the main image. Let me finish his leg and throw more debris and stuff over there. Brush is great for blood splatter and just craziness. Works well. Alright, so calf muscle, kneecap, and so this should be his ankle. His boot. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, what else? All right, let me finish up the robot, and then everything else I will finish when I have time as far as the background goes and stuff. But I'm going to do it up nice for you, make it look cool. I'll do a 5 here. So yeah, anybody new that might have missed the update, the books did go out yesterday to print for the Shadow Sentry. So the longest it'll take is 5 weeks. Hopefully it's sooner than that. All the proofing is done. So Brett, my friend Brett, who's printing, said that I won't have to worry about, you know, doing another proof. So that should hurry up everything. So I'm gonna get he'll shoot me an estimate of like time frame. Hopefully it'll be more like 3 to 4 weeks, but I will let everybody know via update on the campaign for when I can expect books in, and then when you can expect me to start shipping, and when you will get your books. And also, if you missed it, I picked up these this morning from the printer. These are the posters for the stretch goal. I forget what price point that was, maybe 10,000, but these are the posters of the promo art for the book. So there you go, shabam shaboozy. So, and that's my proof. So I'll be ordering about 500 copies of that ASAP. So then that just leaves the I got to order the trading cards, and I just ordered the metal prints for the campaign as well. So those are in process. This piece is nuts, by the way. So glad it was my turn, bro. Yes, sir. Awesome, man. Glad you got it in there. Sweet. The Shadow Sentry logo on the costumes or the normal clothes or the character. So I think, like I was saying, eventually down the road, I think I'll put them on the costume. But for now, it won't it doesn't appear on the costume because I did the logo after the fact, not beforehand. So yeah, I used the live Let's Play as a break from my book. There you go. Dun, dun, dun. 2065 Retribution is about Scalpel Zero, a prototype cyber droid who will stop at nothing to stay technologically relevant, and those who would use her for their own ends. Nice. Is that is that, sorry, let me scroll down. Is that currently, where can people find that at? Is that like an Indiegogo campaign or what? Tell us where to find it. OMG, I just found my password notebook. I'm not locked out of social media anymore. Nice. Turned out great. Thank you, thank you. Fantastic work. Thanks, man. It's not just a character piece. It is a whole panel. It is. It is. You got me on a subject I love, so I went big. And it's the 10th episode, so you know, let's go big on the 10th episode. Draw his other hand, and that should do it. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Yeah. Yeah, the 90s. I love me the 90s. And I still think it's pretty relevant. I mean, you know, Jim Lee still has that kind of style. Silvestri, it's modified it, but he's still got that style. So it's not totally gone. It's out there. It's out there. And then the Shadow Sentry is just going to revitalize it a little bit. Bring it back to you. Bring it back. And even if you're not a fan of the 90s, it doesn't matter because it's just still great artwork. Still appreciate it. Still enjoy it. And it's going to be great. All right. So yeah, so I'm gonna keep plugging away at this. I'm not done yet, but I am gonna call it a day. Get some. I gotta get some more Samson done. I need to plug away at that as well. So I'm gonna call it a day. There is Ripclaw, bow, slashing up a robot. I'm not done yet. There will be some dead robots on the ground there, but there you have it, folks. And I will put my little thing on there for you, Nikki. No worries. And that is it. And then, yes, I'm working on it right now. I'll be showing off progress sometime next month. It's going to be a big book, so it's going to take me a hot minute to finish. I hear that. Cool. Well, whenever you're ready to launch, let me know. I would love to have you on. We'll talk about it. You can promote it. And yeah, so yes. I'd love to get you guys on here. I will, yeah, just, you know, if anybody has a book they want to promote, just DM me. We'll set up a time and we will do a special stream for it. So sounds like a plan. So Eric, will your Shadow Sentry book have a lot of dynamic poses like this Ripclaw? Oh yeah, it will. It'll have some dynamic stuff for show. And two, I kind of got it from this commission I'm working on. This is the Hawkeye and Mockingbird, but I kind of did this pose for her, and I was like, I like that pose. So kind of inspired by this little rough I'm doing here for this commission. So I will, I'll post more stuff on that one as I get to it, but I just kind of laid out my rough, and I'm going to do it on 11 by 17. So that's the commission I got that I'll be working on, and I will show to you guys as I do it. Nikki, nice one. Take care, everybody. Yes, sir. Tank Fair, dude, you're the best. Sorry, Rick, you're number 2 now. That's funny. Cool, man. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thank you, Nikki, for the awesome commission, or not commission, idea, concept on the Fan Art Friday. I love me some Ripclaw. Any 90s pieces, guys, I will be more than happy to draw for you, but no pressure. It's just, you know, I love me the 90s. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Like and subscribe if you don't already, and join us every Friday. And if I miss one, I'll let y'all know, but every Friday, hang out here and win some cool free artwork, and I appreciate you guys. All right, happy Friday to you all. Hope you all have a good one. Have a good weekend. And until next week, peace. See ya.